in Yemen. The start of school has been postponed several times. Massive manhood is underway. Who spoke at a white supremacist convention. You look at the hand you're dealt with, there are not 60 Republicans after a historic, when you hear of ISIS now waterboating, I'm all over the map on immigration. Did the New England Patriots cheat to get into the big game? NFL analyst and Hall of Fame player Troy Aikens, the writer slamming President Obama for talking with YouTube celebrities. What's the latest tonight in Iowa?
Well, in Ottawa.
And they gave this guy a TV show? Let's get back to our show.
Gene and Russ, back behind enemy lines. It's a little past halftime here, folks. I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. I'm Gene. He's Russ over there. And while you're listening, check us out at www.behindenemylines.radio.us. Check us out on the Facebooks and the Twitters at BEL_radio. And if you missed any part of the live show we do Tuesday nights on Spreaker, you can check us out at any one of our rebroadcast outlets, including WNJC 1360 AM, Philadelphia's Renaissance Station, WJHC 107.5 FM in beautiful Jasper, Florida, on the Florida-Georgia line, K98 Talk, High Plains Talk Radio and Sackheads Media, and ICRN, the Internet's conservative radio network. And if you miss us at any one of those rebroadcast outlets, you can check us out on demand at iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Podbay, Player FM, and you can discover us on Google Play Music. Russ, you know what? This has been a pretty decent show. It's been a little NPR-ish for me, and I know you want to keep it going, so go right ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, Gene, I've had enough of talking about this silly topic of energy. It's just silly. I think we should talk about something more important.
Something that matters.
Something that matters.
What's that?
Let's talk about this transgender bathroom thing.
Oh, good Lord.
Let's get into this
set me
a little
up.
bit. Can we get into this?
He set me up.
I got a whole lot to say on this whole
I got hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok.
Oh.
Okay, so listen. So what bathroom will you be using this week?
All right, so
how do you identify?
First of all, I identify myself as, hold on, let me unzip my pants and take a look. How about that?
Oh.
Can we do that?
When did this become the Howard Stern radio show?
Can we do that?
I don't want to do that.
Can you choose to be black today, Gene?
I think.
Can you choose to identify as a 7-foot-tall black man today if you want to?
Rachel Dolezal did it. Sean King did it. I mean, why can't I?
Can you choose to identify yourself as a koala Q or a koala bear, as
the Reverend Al would say?
Yeah.
I could, and I bet you I'd be trying to be brave. I mean,
right, so
there are people out there who identify as dogs and cats and whatever, right?
It just doesn't matter what you think you are. It matters what you physically are.
Who do you think you are?
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this topic, Gene, that I'm having problems with.
Well, before you get to that, there is such a thing as a chromosome, right? I mean, men have different ones than women. So no matter what you do to alter your appearance, you're still going to have that basic genetic code that we learned about in 6th grade biology, right?
Forget about the chromosome. If you have the equipment. Because men can get it removed. And if they get it removed and they're on hormones, fine. Use the ladies' room. But as long as you got that thing...
Your equipment,
you got to go in the men's room, my brother. Here's the thing, Gene. I have a whole bunch to say here, but let's start dissecting this a little bit.
Oh, God, we're dissecting bathrooms.
The majority of Americans agree with me and the stance.
Well, you are the voice of an angry America.
I am the voice of the people. I give the people what they want, and what they want is to be able to send their 10-year-old daughter into a bathroom without a transvestite standing up peeing in the stall next to her. How about that? And if Nancy Pelosi says otherwise, she's a damn liar. Okay, listen, Gene. The majority of Americans agree with what I'm saying. Democrats and Republicans alike. They agreed that gay marriage was wrong. They did. Gay marriage passed. We're never going back. Now the polls are about 50-50 on gay marriage. And gay marriage proponents probably have a slight advantage now.
And the lawyers love the gay divorces, by the way. Just want to say.
And so now, the same thing with this transgender bathroom issue and co-ed bathroom. The majority of Americans agree. But once we slip this through the cracks,
so to speak,
once it slips through the cracks, God willing, none of that really does happen, it's going to be too late to go back, Gene. And then the public opinion will start to shift, and the Bernie Sanders supporters will keep reproducing because they're very irresponsible and they have multiple children from multiple moms and dads and all this other stuff.
But Russ, don't you realize this is the civil rights issue of our... I can't even get it out without laughing. This is the civil rights issue of our time. Or at least for this week. Because wasn't gay rights the civil rights issue of our time for marriage? Now it's bathrooms, the civil rights issue of our time?
But Gene, and here's the thing that people don't think about. The left is incremental. I've said this 1,000 times. They're incremental. Gay marriage was their first little step. Bathrooms is next. Gay adoption.
1 second. Go ahead.
Gay adoption is coming next. So you start with gay marriage, bathrooms, adoption. You got, besides all this, I don't know, Gene, you mentioned the gays, the lesbians, the transgenders. Bisexuals are now the hot topic. Bisexuals, for those of you guys who don't know what they are, they like both men and women. They don't change their appearance. It's not a man trying to become a woman. It's not a woman trying to become a man. They just like both men and women. They're attracted to both sexes sexually, for lack of a better term. So which bathroom do they use? Which bathroom do they use? Nancy Pelosi basically said that they're being treated unfairly earlier today. That they should have the right to go into either bathroom. So why don't we just make all bathrooms co-ed?
All right, we're having a little bit of a mic issue. I'm just going to turn off the mics for a second and come back on. Just give me 1 second. Folks, I'm going to try my mic here first. So let me know if it's echoing or not on the live feed here. Don't worry, this can all get cut out on the edit later on. But just let me know if I'm still with an echo here. Waiting for somebody to tell me anything.
Gene Burnell, he's so nice, you got to hear him twice.
Yeah, right? I'm putting your mic on right now, Russ. So let me put yours on. Hold on 1 second here. Russ, your mic should now be on. Just go ahead and say something. I'm going to listen to it on this end here.
1, 2, 3.
Bueller.
1, 2, 3.
Bueller.
Is anyone out there still listening?
Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Does anybody care?
Do you hear what I hear?
Do you hear what I hear? Yeah, right? I mean, that's kind of...
No echo, Gene. Let's roll.
No echo. Here we go. All right, let's get back to where we were. We got a few minutes left in the show, Russ. Obviously, the transgender bathroom issue is big right now, and we've been talking about it, even though we had a little bit of a mic issue. Russ Gallo, the voice of an angry America. Is Loretta Lynch right in saying that it's basically born of ignorance that North Carolina and other places have done these laws that are prohibiting transgender people from going to the bathroom where they want to?
Yeah, actually, yes. It's the same as slavery and the same as Jim Crow. Exactly the same thing.
What? What?
Doesn't that sound crazy? I can't even believe I said that.
Yeah, and you said it with a straight face. You scared the crap out of me.
So a black woman basically compared transgenders not being able to use the bathroom of their choice to Jim Crow laws. An African-American woman, the Attorney General of the United States, arguably the most powerful black woman in the country right now, is saying that what her people went through under Jim Crow in the South is the same thing as a man dressed as a woman not being able to use the ladies' room.
What? Come on now. What? You know what? I mean... We were going to do Buffoon of the Week, but can we just settle it right now?
No,
that this issue is just... This is the Buffoon of the Week issue.
It's buffoonish, but let me tell you something. Since we were talking about Loretta Lynch, let me. I am the master of
race relations. Yes,
and I do believe gender relations. They all fall under that umbrella somewhat. So, women, listen to me. Listen to me real quick. Ever since you guys got the right to vote, I mean, things just spiraled out of control. At the end of the day, more women vote than men. I mean, I believe we've established that. And more women that vote for Democrats than they do for Republicans. I think that that's a fact. With that said, the majority of you support a political party that is soft on Islamic extremism, or Islam, period, like I keep saying. You guys would have it the worst if Islamic extremism is allowed to flourish. You guys would have it way worse than men. Way worse. Yet you support a party that is soft on this. You support a party that overwhelmingly believes that transsexuals should be going to the bathroom with your sons and daughters or grandchildren, and little boys should be showering with little girls in high school, and grown men should be going to the same bathroom as little girls and little boys. You support that party. I mean, what's wrong with you? Nancy Pelosi is the majority leader of your party in the House of Representatives, and she is pushing to have people of different sex in the same bathroom. Now, let me just say this one last thing, Gene, and then I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Go for it, Ben.
Who loses when men and women are allowed to go to the same bathroom? I'll tell you what, I don't care if a woman's in the bathroom with me. I really don't.
It's not the men.
It's not the men. We stand when we pee. And I know you guys are going to come after urinals next and say that's sexist and try to get them removed. I already went on goonrecord.com and put that one out there.
Great site, everybody, by the way. Goonrecord.com. Tell us what you stand for. Check them out. Set up an account. Invite your friends from Facebook and the Twitters and whatnot. And put your opinions up on their site. Doesn't matter what the topic is.
But let's get off that for 1 second, Gene, but let's go back to the main thing. You women are going to suffer. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. I don't want to get derailed here. I'm going to end this quick. But you women are going to suffer when I'm allowed to go into your bathroom. When Russ Gallo is allowed to go into your bathroom, ladies, if I have to lift the seat to pee, that filthy, disgusting toilet seat in your bathroom to pee, I'm not going to do it. And if I do it, I'm not putting it back down. So, good luck to all that. Ask any man ever, when he's at a public place, a restaurant or a bar, does he ever do number 2? We don't. You know why? Because there's always pee on the seat. I can't wait for you guys to experience that with us. Women always say, yeah, well, the ladies' room is dirty too. Wait till you have men in your bathroom, ladies. Wait till you have us in there. I can't wait.
This is more awkward than I thought it would be. But you know what? Let's bring it back around because you mentioned Nancy Pelosi. I know that she is high on your list for Buffoon of the Week this week.
Nancy Pelosi.
We haven't done this in a while.
We have not. I thought we stopped doing it. Little known fact: Nancy Pelosi has not blinked since 2009.
It's crazy.
Her skin is so tight.
Her eyeballs is just as dry as her skin now.
But this maniac. This is, by the way, Gene, why the Constitution was written the way it was and the 10th Amendment was put into place. No one in South Carolina should have to have men using the ladies' room because some liberal, hippie, burnt-out freak from San Francisco says so. Just because she's a congresswoman. No one. What happened to states' rights? How is this a federal issue? I'll tell you how it's a federal issue.
Yeah.
Barack Obama and his henchmen wrote a letter saying, this is what we think you should, we strongly advise you to do this to the schools. The Department of Education came through, I believe. This is what we think that you should do to be tolerant to transgenders and allow them to utilize the bathroom of their choice, blah, blah, blah. Or it may affect your federal grants and funds. Where in the Constitution, Gene, and maybe you can help me, Article 1, Section 8, someone could read through it real quick.
Yeah.
Does it say that the federal government can have a Department of Education and attach strings to grants to get the states, basically to coerce the states into doing what the hell they want them to do? Where does it say any of that?
Doesn't.
It doesn't. So, Donald Trump, I hope you stick to your guns here and rein in the Department of Education and these other federal departments that have no business even being in existence, because they're telling us at the state level where men and women should be going to the bathroom. I mean, if that's not a states' rights issue, I don't know what is.
So Pelosi's your buffoon, and you know you're opening with a dried up California liberal female. I'll raise you a dried up California liberal female named Barbara Boxer. Barbara Boxer was at the Nevada Democratic Convention. She basically got booed out of the building by a bunch of Bernie protesters. There's a great video of this circulating online, by the way. The woman has a complete meltdown. First of all, she's from California. What's she doing in Nevada at their convention? I have no idea. Secondly, her whole line of trying to say when you're booing Bernie, you're booing her, you're booing Bernie Sanders, and you're booing yourself, and all this other nonsense she was doing. Buffoon.